So in the middle of this all, already were 308 when I started the before video, and it were not at the video before I just done 206. I'm sorry, 306. It were around 216, 206, around there. And suddenly I took a shower, and suddenly I'm repairing the video. I'm gonna try to reduce the quote of damages. Sorry. So in the middle of this, like I published in words, while it keeps on, oh see, we done first and he's taking away from us and he's making mind control, put him in jail and go to it for way to have to get killed. Oh yes. Perras de Sodoma y Gomorra Argentina keeps with the degeneration and making a career of perras degeneradas. Tell us shit which Sodoma Gomorra on the pleasing about their lives and making the degenerations they naturally do. And suddenly in the middle of this all, the quote of the Argentina de mierda, which, claro Argentina, trespassing registers of my phone with Chamber of Maricas, Kirchners, to Policía Federal Argentina to say they done in horario. And then Paris, Ejército Argentino, maricas reventadas. And in the middle of this all, also the reality of the keep on the, oh, don't you let it public. And we are not gonna allow, this is not gonna be allowed, not anymore for the rest of human history. Marica de Sodoma, vas a morir. Vos sos el que no va a ser permitido por el resto de la historia humana. Y tu maldita maricada enferma reventada. So in the middle of this all, the reality is in Merlan. And claro, Argentina kept on making the same degenerations to me and didn't pay me, no coin, the same Banco Ciudad, the same government of the city of Buenos Aires, the same gobierno de la ciudad de Argentina, the same Telefónica of Argentina, which the damages that International Criminal Court and International Court of Justice said they did pay me. For this all class of things, even Telecentro Argentina, for the whole of the damages and less humanity and the murders and rapes and destructions and all abomination and charedic and policial and defense invention against my person to making less humanity of genocide upon my person, of the Jewish communities and my associated, my friends, and whoever to working for justice, while it keeps on making the degenerations are making permanently, and still theirs. Other reason of this all, while they shows that I say that, oh, we are saying the same, that you see he makes mind control. Should I say the word? Reventada mierda Gomorra Sodoma, las descaradas abominables. Soy amigo de la presidenta nos manda y nos da derecho y permiso de hacer lo que queremos. Y yo digo primero porque yo la supe toda. Lo único que supiste es que sos una mierda y morís. Then at the reality of this all, to keep on saying what it is and what it happens. The clear fact of this class of Telefónica, Banco Ciudad, Menem, Ministerio de Economía, Gobierno de la Ciudad de Buenos Aires, Gobierno de la Ciudad de la Nación, Gobierno Nacional Argentino, on the, what they wrapped to me like much others with no defense and no law and no legislation and nothing to be around law for the reason of the Programa de Propiedad Participada of the old Entel Communications Company, National Communications Company, Argentina, where I were employed, that supposedly weren't me but them, expecting to take my whole as documents for them to say, oh, he never were in his own forge. We were working there of cows. We were him all a lifetime and not him. Perras de Sodoma y Gomorra, Policía Federal Argentina and them associated Kirchners. For about 1,006,000, me, you are me. You all together. You all work in the same place, at the same post, one body, and also in my place and everything I've done, one person, you all. Legión de Diablos. And in the middle of this reality, in the reality of the Dow in Wall Street, of the Telefónica of Argentina, of the actions they stolen me with no way to defend myself, like until today nobody represents me, and like I said, whoever tried to make something around defends me gets or prostituted or corrupted or with some coins or with a boner, they rather. And whoever makes decency, like Anya, I love you. I'm so sorry. I hope you to be okay, and I'm gonna keep my journey. And I'm so sorry, really. Forgive me, please. About being murdered or threat, right? Nismans. Perraka. So in the middle of the reality, it is kind of no clear about this land to giving what it is represented. There is most easy to having a whore with a license to saying law in Argentinian law than some honorable, decent representative in morals for straight making the right exercising for law, and how possibly will giving rights to my person now, because of they are all shit, like I just say. So in the middle of this reality, while people get murdered all around for the reason of justice and law, which ain't not happening here in Argentina ever at all, neither in Azure, because of our this glass of a shit saying for the patriot and we know what we do. Happens the reality that suddenly in the clear of this I didn't receive no coin, and they said, oh, we are gonna attach at the local and we're gonna see, because if we are friends of Venezuela and president of Argentina, we're gonna see what is this all about, because if we were damaged and we don't have to pay no coin, and the International Criminal Court and the International Court of Justice and the United Nations conspires against us all and wants to take it all away, you know. Sorry, the grotesque. They're worse than the shape. So sadly, at the reason of this all, just one have to hearing what naturally always happened. We're not gonna let it just go away from here. We're not gonna let it go. We're not gonna let it happen because of until he do not change attitude. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. Querido de gobierno de la nación, it is not an attitude affair, and you cannot come with trivial shit to me. It is not attitude, it is not arrogancy that you have. This is not pride for supposed felony or criminal. I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm going to set you this clear. This is about what you do and who you are. This is about that you seek for any argument and any element for there nothing as right to happen while you premeditate to murder. International Criminal Court, International Court of Justice, whole state parties, United Nations, G20, G8, and also justice bodies. For you to say, you to do to me. Well, since those times, like I were talking yesterday, and were public, and with evidences and with a clear, your presidents of Argentina were clearly seeking for the reason of I do never reach out, no way out. So with that class of trials that you were promoting for the supposed your staging in your market, the supposed benevolence for the supposed population about the Telefónica of Argentina, Class C, people that wouldn't make no trials and no benefit and no reality about the clear fact of this. Por favor andate. Por favor andate. Hazme el favor andate. At the real of this, to the set clear, the reality of this soul, at the point this soul is, and at the clear this all is, for the set clear, I were at that trials for the purgicide instead making real justice, for the fraud and robbery, Telefónica of Argentina, Menem, Cavallo, Domingo Cavallo, Ministry of Economy, and the whole as government of the city of Buenos Aires sharing one each other, just stolen to me in 2000s. And no justice, no around. So you paid me 19 and after around 27 cents per unit, which is a worth of $249 piece at the Dow Wall Street that you stolen to me. And I never were aware. And you made a get all right, you got it. for the accusing that I were not. Tell them that you are not in conform. Sorry for the wrong word. You're not willing for the giving in, and you're not really giving this because of you have to receiving the dividendos, the earning, percentual for the Tao Buenos Aires. Otherwise, you are not going to receive a thing, and there is nothing that we can do, and we don't know, and nobody said no word, and nobody were around for the receiving no help, and no law, no legislation, and nothing at all. So you made a fraud and a robbery and embezzlement like you naturally do, destroying the people and coming up on the rights of people with nothing to do but robbery and market up on the lives and the rights of people like you always done. Consider of government of Argentina, pedazo de mierdas, with your bodies. Telefónica de Argentina, Claro Argentina, Telecentro, Telecom, and whole associated shit, Argentina. So suddenly you have to pay me now $2,804 million for what you kept on doing to me, and you kept on until he did not change attitude. Trivial shit, criminal, marica reventada, pedófilo, presidencia de la nación. You cannot come to me with that shit, and you are not. And I'm going to put you dead because of that is exactly the intention you always have. I were forbidden, which no right of you and no decency and neither authority of you about my person ever. Of what it means, the reality of rights, and reality of justice and reality of borders with that glass of a shit, trivial shit with doesn't comparison about the reality that we are through. For 14 years in a lifetime, you son of a bitch. So the reality of this is exactly what I'm going to say. And the point of this, until he do not change of attitude is your death. And you're going to die and you're going to go to hell. Because of that is not a point for the crimes you allegate I done until the change of attitude. And you allegated in front of the whole of the world the shit that you said I done, while I am free around here forbidden, while you premeditate to murder or whatever around, witness and the reality to for words against the shit you are and you do, criminal son of a bitch. And the reality that I am the core of the whole of the situation that you organized and you produced about my supposed delivering. For you to say the shit you say and argument and whatever the shit like that, for I do not accede into simple documents from International Criminal Court, United Nations, Israel government, US government, or whatever other justice bodies to reaching me out, for I did simply one plane ticket and get out and my family to be aware and just living. So piece of a son of a bitch, you are gonna die for what you are and what you keep on doing. Understand, attitude, perra. HTTPS www.bdrmcbm DXT 5153 freak BMC, command 41438589 1319 PDM CDM DDX TDRM CBM PODRMC 4143 middle sysmiddle ODX ODM 0.41.INT systems recalling Darsnan F7 or F6. The whole tools works at this May 29th, 2015. Alejandro Mario Blanco Redemi, Elishel, Blanco Redemi, Athletzi, Chachaidesh, Matlabet, Sechlikish, Katletzi, Achati, Donyarov, Elbas, Israel. In the Buenos Aires Associates, sorry.